cup of tea?
I'm Roger from Vinylmation Kingdom, and this is my first video, so please bear with me while I get to grips with how and different ways of using video blogging. So I'm going to start off with my review of the Marvel Vinylmation series. See, I picked up the case of these vinyls while I was on holiday in Walt Disney World earlier this month. As you can see here, it's a full set of 12. The first thing that jumped out to me was the new smaller size case box. You know, when I picked up the case for the first time, you know, I was like, "Oh, is there 12 figures in there?" So it's the first time I'd actually brought on with the new sizes, and I think it's fantastic. It will go on my cupboard or on display so much easier, takes up less space. And primarily I think the box design is fantastic just because of the fact that they've got the three main characters, Iron Man, Thor and Captain America there, just looking fantastic. As you can see, this is the box for the new Marvel's Vinylmation series. And here you make out the set of 12. One of the last few sets of 12 animations that will be coming out from now on, as they all slowly move over to the small 8 size. Here we can see the box features of Iron Man and Captain America, two of the main characters from series 1. Personally like the new smaller size case because it takes up less space, less packaging, and generally it's, in my view, it was a waste of time having those large boxes. Here is Vision, as you can see here. He has a cape, and there is a sort of clear variant of him. Personally, this is probably one of my least favourite figures from the set, primarily because I don't really know the actual character that well. So that's the only reason I don't like him, really. But I do like the use of the ears here. Here you can see Black Panther. Again, featuring a cape, quite a common accessory for this series. Once again, great use of the ears. Clear, but with that little bit, but you can just make out there those sort of Black Panther ears. Again, this is one of those characters I'm not particularly so aware of. I'm not one of the major characters, but this is the advantage of these slightly larger sets, is that you can have less well-known characters. Some people might prefer, obviously, like Wolverine or something like that to be in these sets, but that can always come along later, and they can use them on the actual packaging to sell the items. But here we have Spider-Man. Now, this is not the obvious Spider-Man most people recognise. You know, some people wanted the red and blue or the black variants, but I'm sure that will be coming in series 2 that they showed off at the Reflections of Evil event back in September. And this is I think a rather smart looking figure. Yes, it's not its traditional, you know, like I said, not the traditional figure, but this is what I like about this series, is that they've gone right into the, you know, the heart of the comic books and come up with, you know, designs that aren't what you would call mainstream. And I just think this is just one of those cool, really cool little figures that, you know, you can see the spiderweb detail on the ears, and I think the detail on the ears on this set is probably one of the best ones we've seen for a while. Here's Doctor Strange. I think the detail on the face is very good on this one. Now you can really see who it is. You know, again, you know, a good use of ears. You know, sort of, and once again, more cape. But here, what you can really see the detail on the head there, where you can sort of, you know, they've really gone to detail on this. And here is Captain America. Again, I think this is just a fantastic design. You know, you just look at that and you just know who that is instantly. You know, you've got the shield accessory, which I think is amazing. The detail on this figure is just great. you know, there's just no way of sort of looking at that and not knowing who it is. And easily got to be one of the best ones. Here we have Nick Fury. Now I know some people have been talking about the fact that, you know, why isn't he black like Samuel L. Jackson? Well, for me, I always grew up with, this is how Nick Fury always looked. You know, before there was Samuel L. Jackson, there was David Hasselhoff. I mean, I think this figure, you know, I really like it because this is the Nick Fury I grew up with. You know, like I said, this is to me a perfect comic Vinylmation, representing the comic books and the old cartoons. And as I said, for me, I think this is one of the better figures from the series. You know, the minute I see that, I know exactly who it is. And once again, you know, this is one of those underrated figures in my view. Here we have Spider-Woman. Now, and again, great use of the ears. It's a very vibrant figure. Again, they've used the frame and the mask of the face so she doesn't look fat. For me, Spider-Woman was one of those cartoons I used to watch as a kid all the time. So I instantly recognise this character. It's someone I grew up with. You know, I know this character probably better than most of the other figures in the set, just purely because of that classic cartoon series. And I think it's a fantastic figure. Here's the Black Widow. Once again, I don't know if I would necessarily say one of the weaker ones from the Avengers set. I mean, you can obviously tell that, you know, the majority of this set is based around sort of the recent Avengers popularity. You know, featuring Hulk, Thor, Captain America, Iron Man, Hawkeye, Black Widow, all the major characters from the recent movie, even though this isn't actually a movie-based set. I like the idea that they've used the hair to try and frame the face, because usually when they try and do humans on a Vinylmation form, they can look a bit fat. But generally, this one's fine. Again, it's sort of, for me, maybe the least exciting Vinylmation in the series. And here we have Thor. The only one, I mean, this guy's pretty cool because he features two accessories. He's got the cape and the hammer. Again, a great figure in my view. Easily one of those sort of top 3 or 4 figures in the set that will just make people buy it. You know, the 3 main characters obviously on the box, Thor, Captain America, and Iron Man. That's what's going to sell this set. Okay, this isn't the variant version. I didn't get one of them. That features just a slight beard. Again, you know, the variant is you know, in my eyes, not even here or there. If I got one, that would have been cool, but I'm not too worried about it because I still think this figure looks fantastic. You know, the use of the ears, and just in general, it just, you know, you can look at that and you know who it is. Okay, here we have the Hulk. Again, just a fantastic figure. I think they've really captured him in such a great place. You know, you know, you just look at that and the face, just, you know, it's the whole figure just really just jumps out as being such a strong representation of the Hulk. Here we have Iron Man. Now, I'm probably going to say this is my favourite figure from the entire set. This just looks fantastic. The metal shine, you know, it just looks such good quality. And I can see why they put him on the box and on the case, because this figure just looks fantastic. And I don't think there's another way of saying it. Here we have the combo top of the Marvel series, Hawkeye. In my eyes, a pretty good choice for the combo topper, because I think he could have got lost in the actual original set. I think, like with anything, you know, it's quite a plain looking humanized figure. For me, I still don't view Hawkeye like this. This doesn't look like the guy that I used to watch in the cartoons, you know, that used to sort of have a purple mask, and this just looks more like the guy from the movies. Again, a pretty good figure. I wouldn't say it was my favourite, but I understand that, you know, they had to put one of the major characters from really the recent movies on the actual combo topper, rather than using someone like Iron Man or something like that, which needed to be used to sell the bookcase. Again, a good choice for the combo topper, a nice design, but I wouldn't say it was one of my favourite sets. And finally, here's the chaser for the series, Ultron. I think this is a great choice for a chaser, because, you know, anytime you have a chaser, you're not actually you're not promoting that character. So the idea of using a mainstream character as a chaser might have been more popular, but, you know, going into the depths of the comic books and pulling out something that's a bit more you know, a bit more different, and this looks completely different from anything else in the series. You know, I love that shine that it has off it, the use of the ears. I mean, I'm not too particularly well known of who this character is, but I'm sure over time, you know, we'll get to see him. I'm pretty sure he's in one of the new Avenger movies coming out as the main villain. So, in my eyes, a great chaser, completely different from everything else. Really happy with this one.